Across the vast and desolate plains of the African savanna, the sun slowly awakens, casting a golden glow over the horizon. In this unforgiving land, every creature lives and dies under the unyielding gaze of nature. There is no refuge for the weak. Everything follows the ancient rules of survival. The savanna, which may appear serene at first glance, is, in reality, a perpetual machine of movement, where every sound and every whisper of the wind tells a story of life and death. As the cool morning breeze still carries the calm of the night, the distant sound of hooves signals the beginning of a long journey for a herd of wildebeests. The ground trembles beneath their feet, echoing the ancient migrations that have shaped this landscape for millennia. Meanwhile, hidden in the shadows of the thickets, predators lie in wait. For the lion, the undisputed king of this land, every day is a game of hunting, a deadly dance where skill and stealth are the only currency of survival. Though its sharp claws and fearsome roar inspire terror, competition is fierce. Jackals, hyenas, and leopards all compete in this wild theater for the same prize, meat. Everything is connected in the savanna. Water, the most precious resource, guides the steps of the giants of the plains, the elephants. With their heavy but majestic gait, they follow secret routes passed down through generations. But elephants are not the only ones dependent on these scarce waterholes. Zebras and antelopes also know that water brings both salvation and danger. In the nearby shadows, crocodiles remain motionless, perfectly camouflaged along muddy banks, waiting for the perfect moment to ambush unsuspecting prey. In the distance, a solitary giraffe stretches its long neck among the acacia treetops, observing the scene like a sentinel of a forgotten kingdom. Its seemingly tranquil and almost mystical demeanor conceals the constant tension present in every corner of the savanna. Even giants must remain vigilant, as a moment of carelessness could invite danger. But it's not just the large and majestic animals that form this intricate web of life. Beneath the shrubs and within rocky crevices, the tiny warriors of the ecosystem play their part too. Dung beetles tirelessly roll spheres of dung larger than their bodies, an act that may seem trivial but is vital for maintaining environmental balance. Small rodents, like field mice, remain on high alert, standing on small mounds and scanning for the shadows of hawks and eagles patrolling the skies. Life, from the smallest creatures to the greatest giants, beats to the same rhythm. When the sun reaches its blazing zenith, the stifling heat overwhelms all creatures. The air grows dense, filled with the scent of dry earth and drifting dust. At the heart of the plains, the wind begins to shift, carrying tales of past struggles and survival. It's a constant reminder that each day in the savanna is a gift, and every night holds the promise of new challenges. This vast and wild land, with its immense and relentless nature, is more than just a landscape. It is a stage. Here, every creature, big or small, plays its part in an eternal cycle. There is no favoritism or certainty. Everything can change in an instant. This is what makes life on the savanna so hypnotic and captivating. The endless story of life and death, where the protagonists are always moving, always fighting, always living. The hunt at dusk. Suddenly, a young lioness darts forward with incredible speed, targeting the youngest antelope in the herd. Chaos erupts as the other antelopes scatter in panic, leaping over thorny bushes in desperate attempts to escape. Hyenas, having observed the scene from afar, begin to stir, anticipating a feast. However, the antelope, driven by sheer terror, makes a sudden turn and with a stroke of luck, escapes the lioness's initial strike. But there is no time to celebrate. Two other lionesses swiftly close in, and before the young antelope can react, sharp claws sink deep into its body. The hunt is over. What follows is a rapid and brutal sequence of events. The lionesses tear into their prey with cold precision, ripping apart flesh and bones. Meanwhile, hyenas circle the area, growling impatiently, waiting for their turn. Once the lionesses leave, the scavengers charge in, fighting among themselves for the leftovers. Though smaller, hyenas show no fear toward lions that have already eaten. Their eerie cackling laughter echoes through the air, defying the serenity of the setting sun. The arduous journey of elephants. Not far from the hunt, a herd of elephants moves steadily and resolutely across the savannah. To them, the cycle of hunting and death is merely part of the landscape, distant from their immediate concerns. Yet, the giants of the savannah face their own challenges. Thirst being their greatest adversary. Every step toward water is a testament to their remarkable memory and intelligence. Leading the herd is an elderly matriarch, her yellowed tusks a symbol of her experience. She guides her family along a path she has traveled countless times before. She knows that during the dry season, water holes become perilous traps. Crocodiles lurk beneath the surface, and large predators may target vulnerable calves. Yet, the need for water outweighs any danger. With wisdom and calm determination, the matriarch leads her herd to the nearest water source, often miles away. In the savannah, the search for water is not just a task, but a matter of survival. An elephant's life hinges on its ability to remember the locations of scarce water holes during the harshest dry months. Their complex brains not only enable them to find these life-saving resources, but also allow them to pass down these secret paths to the next generation. Playful and naive, young elephants quickly learn the importance of staying close to the herd and the dangers of wandering too far. When the herd finally reaches the water hole, the scene is one of stark contrast. Some elephants, exhausted from the grueling journey under the blazing sun, eagerly drink, submerging their trunks in the murky water and splashing mud around. The more experienced ones remain vigilant, their watchful eyes scanning the water's surface, knowing that danger can lurk beneath its calm exterior. The symphony of sunset. As the day fades, the savannah is bathed in hues of orange and red, with the shadows of acacia trees stretching long across the ground. For some creatures, the arrival of night is a relief from the scorching daytime heat. For others, it marks the beginning of a new series of perils. The roar of a lion echoes again, but this time with a different tone. A roar of authority, a declaration of dominance over the darkness. Smaller creatures pause, listening intently, gauging the distance of the threat. The wisest among them know that in the savannah, the best defense is not speed, but an unwavering vigilance to the sounds of their surroundings. Zebras under the veil of night. A herd of zebras moves in single file, their black and white stripes fading into the dim light of the night. They are far more cautious than during the day, aware that hyenas often hunt in packs after sunset. In the darkness, all creatures, whether predator or prey, must rely on senses beyond sight. Hearing and smell become their greatest allies. Nearby, frogs croak from the water holes, while the incessant buzz of insects fills the air. The savannah never rests. Night is merely another facet of its intricate cycle. where every creature must find its place in the fragile balance between hunter and hunted. Symbiotic alliances in the savannah. The savannah is not just a battlefield between predator and prey. It is also a stage for unexpected alliances and intricate networks of symbiosis between species. Near a giant termite mound, a group of warthogs rummages through the soil with their powerful tusks, searching for roots and small insects to eat, paying little attention to their surroundings. But they are not alone. Riding on their backs is a small squadron of starlings. These birds are not mere passengers. They are active participants in a mutualistic relationship where both species benefit. As the warthogs dig, kicking up dust and disturbing small insects, the starlings seize the opportunity to feast on the stirred-up bugs while also grooming the warthog's coarse fur. Such symbiotic relationships are not unique in the savannah. Herds of buffalo often host their own cleanup crews, oxpeckers, that rid them of ticks and other parasites. Even the solitary giants of the savannah, like rhinoceroses, tolerate small birds such as starlings to clean their thick, rugged skin. These seemingly invisible partnerships play a critical role in maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Meerkats, guardians of the horizon. In a nearby clearing, a colony of meerkats emerges, displaying a perfectly choreographed dance of cooperation. These small creatures, known for their communal lifestyle, take their duty of vigilance very seriously. While some dig burrows or forage for food, others stand upright on their hind legs, their sharp eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. Meerkats are acutely aware that at any moment, an eagle or a jackal could appear, and they cannot afford to be caught off guard for even a second. Their underground burrows provide shelter not only from the scorching daytime heat, but also from nocturnal predators. However, their greatest threat comes from above. Eagles and birds of prey constantly patrol the savannah skies. A distracted meerkat can quickly become an easy target. When a sentinel meerkat spots a predator, it lets out a sharp alarm call, instantly alerting the entire colony. In the blink of an eye, the meerkats vanish into their burrows, leaving their would-be hunters frustrated and empty-handed. The life of a meerkat is a testament to unity and organization. It demonstrates that in the savannah, strength does not always lie in size or individual power, but in the ability to cooperate and share responsibilities. The United Society of Meerkats. In the world of meerkats, vigilance is the highest priority. While some members of the group dig burrows or forage for food, others stand tall on their hind legs, their eyes wide open, scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. Meerkats understand that a single moment of carelessness could lead to an eagle or a jackal appearing, turning them into prey. Their underground burrows not only protect them from the scorching daytime heat, but also shield them from nocturnal predators. However, even in the darkness, threats from the sky remain constant. Hawks and eagles patiently patrol above, searching for opportunities. When one meerkat spots a predator, it emits a sharp whistle to alert the entire group. In an instant, the entire colony vanishes underground, leaving the disappointed hunters behind. Despite their small size, meerkats have built a complex and highly organized society. They demonstrate that in the harsh savannah, strength lies not in size, but in unity and cooperation. The legendary migration of wildebeests and zebras. Under the moonlight, a river of life begins to move. Thousands of wildebeests and zebras embark on their legendary legendary journey. This annual migration spans hundreds of kilometers and is one of nature's most spectacular displays. Guided by primal instincts, the need for food and water, they set out on a journey, defying all dangers. This is not merely a change of location, but a grueling test of endurance and survival. They must cross crocodile-infested rivers, face hungry lion prides, and endure exhausting fatigue. Not all will survive, but those who do ensure the continuation of their species in the endless cycle of life. The river crossing is the most dramatic moment. Crocodiles capable of fasting for weeks lie in wait in the murky waters. When the first wildebeest leaps in, a wave of panic spreads, dragging thousands into the fray. The river becomes a battlefield where only the swiftest and strongest survive. A golden opportunity for predators. The migration is not just vital for wildebeest and zebras, it is also a golden opportunity for predators. Lions and leopards quietly stalk from afar, waiting for a chance to take down stragglers. The injured or the weak become easy targets for these skilled hunters. After a large migration, the roaring of lions echoes louder across the savannah, a testament to their satisfaction after a bountiful feast. The harshness of the dry season. When the dry season arrives, the savannah becomes more unforgiving than ever. Temperatures soar, and water becomes the most precious resource. Giraffes, with their towering height, easily reach the highest acacia leaves. Meanwhile, antelopes huddle in the scarce shade provided by low shrubs. As the ground dries up and water sources dwindle, tensions rise. Predators must work harder and longer to secure a meal, while herbivores travel greater distances in search of food and water. The sight of lions resting under trees, their eyes half closed as they silently watch distant prey, becomes a familiar scene. Birds of prey circle high above, riding the thermal currents, waiting for the slightest movement from their targets below. The dance of survival. The savannah is a grand stage where every creature plays its role in the endless dance of survival. From the small and agile meerkat to the mighty wildebeest, from the regal lion to the majestic eagle, all are interconnected in a finely balanced ecosystem. Each day brings a new story of the struggle between life and death. The savannah is not just a showcase of nature's grandeur, it is a powerful lesson in the resilience and fragility of life.